Welcome back, dear listeners. Today I am going to be talking briefly about losing a loved one, wherever it is human or a beloved family pet. This can evoke a wide range of emotions, which may include, the first one is grief. Grief is a natural response to loss and can manifest in various ways, such as sadness, despair, and anguish. It's a very profound emotional experience that reflects the depths of the bond shared with the departed. Another emotion is the feeling of sadness. This feeling of sadness is often intense and pervasive after losing a loved one or a cherished pet. It can be accompanied by tears, a heavy heart, and a sense of emptiness. Following the sadness is that feeling of loneliness. The absence of the loved one or pet can lead to feelings of loneliness and isolation, especially if they were a significant source of companionship and support. Some of you may be feeling this emotion of anger. Now, anger is a very common emotion in the grieving process. It may be directed towards the circumstances of your loss, towards oneself, or even towards the departed loved one for leaving you. Then we have this feeling of guilt. It can be so strong in many of you. Now, guilt may arise from unresolved issues, regrets, or feelings of responsibility for the loss. People may question wherever they could have done more or acted differently. There are so many questions going through your head, and the more questions you ask about the circumstances, the worse it sometimes gets for you. Then we have shock. Yes, shock and disbelief. It hits you like a violent storm in the night. It knocks you over. Initially, there may be a sense of shock. You might feel numb and disbelief, especially if the loss was very sudden or unexpected. It can take time for the reality of the situation to actually sink in. Then some of you, or most of us, will have this feeling of nostalgia. Nostalgia, memories of the time spent with a loved one or pet, can bring about feelings of nostalgia. Recalling happy moments shared together may provide comfort, but can also intensify your feelings of longing. Anxiety. The loss of a loved one or pet can lead to feelings of anxiety about the future, particularly if they played a significant role in one's life or provided a sense of security and stability. Relief. In some cases, particularly if a loved one or pet was suffering, there may be these feelings of relief that their pain has ended. This can coexist with feelings of guilt or sadness. Now we come to that great emotion of love. Amidst the grief and pain, there is often a profound sense of love and gratitude for the time spent with a departed loved one or pet, as well as for the impact they had on one's life. All these emotions are a part of the grieving process, which is unique to each individual and can vary in intensity and duration. It's essential for those experiencing loss to allow themselves to feel and process these emotions in their own time, and also to seek support from friends, family, or professionals if needed. Namaste.